Chairman, I yield 3 minutes to the gentleman from our committee, Mr. Frelinghuysen.
Gentleman is recognized for 3 minutes.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Mr. Speaker, there's no greater challenge facing our families and businesses today than our nation's struggling economy. The past few months have been absolutely traumatic for many. There is genuine anxiety and fear about job security, loss of savings, a serious drop in home values, and the decline of the value of personal investments. As a result, consumer confidence is at historic lows. Quite correctly, Americans are asking for help. We must respond by passing an economic package as quickly as possible. However, we must make sure that that response is effective, efficient, and timely. Unfortunately, the bill the majority has placed before us today does not meet those common sense standards. Clearly, many Americans find themselves in real trouble and in need of relief. Provisions of this bill, such as extended unemployment benefits, nutrition assistance, and job training, are critically important to help many Americans struggle through hard times. However, they have little to do with creating 3 to 4 million jobs. However, there is a significant role for government to play in the targeted infrastructure investment, roads, tunnels, bridges, sewers, flood control. As Mr. Lewis said earlier, many in the majority have described this legislation as a transportation and infrastructure investment package. However, only $30 billion of that, or 3% of the funding, is directed towards shovel-ready road and highway spending that would immediately create jobs. And there's a $61 billion backlog in Army Corps projects that could be addressed immediately. According to the Nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, less than half of the spending in this stimulus package will be paid out in the next 2 years. At that rate, an economic recovery will probably outrun most of that spending. This should worry all Americans. This isn't just a stimulus package. It is legislation jam-packed with a lot of domestic spending, even if there's no evidence that that spending will create jobs or prevent layoffs. I note that the majority proposes a $79 billion state stabilization fund. Apparently, this program is designed to bail out some, I repeat, some states that did little to control their own spending and bonded indebtedness in recent years. Take my own state as an example, New Jersey. In the last 6 years, New Jersey state spending has increased by $11 billion, and our state's debt has more than doubled to $36 billion. Clearly, this is not a picture of restraint. Add to that picture some of the highest taxes in income taxes in the nation. In other words, while the federal budget deficit has exploded, federal taxpayers are now supposed to pull some state governments out of a fiscal hole that was partially of their own making. Mr. Speaker, I'm privileged to return.
Thank you.
Thank the gentleman for
Wisconsin.
Speaker, I yield myself 1 minute.